what is this? That's right. Whoa. Yeah. All right. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Willie here. So real quick before we get started, I want you to go down to the like button, click like. Also go over to the side and hit subscribe so that you can actually get some videos later on, and maybe you enjoyed this one and you might get some more garage talk, even though right now I am clearly not in the garage. So let's get started today. So today, if you're probably reading it, you're seeing something about an iPhone, Apple mic, or something along that lines of working for the GoPro to get your moto vlogging sound like this. And yet again, this is also what my audio sounds like with my visor open. So my visor is actually open. Y'all get full frontal sound. Alright, so how I got my audio to sound like that. For a minute, I was really troubled with trying to get my audio to sound somewhat similar to that. So at one point, I was trying Bluetooth mics. I was using like my cardio, and it doesn't work because it's like an not all the time mic. And what I mean by that is it like mutes out so that you're not getting the sound of the bike. You literally just get the sound of the voice because the microphone is designed to allow you to talk to your friends while riding. Now, how I got my mic audio to sound like this. Okay, so I know this isn't a sound test, and that's what was supposed to be right here, but I'm going to show you real quick, let's see if I can get in here, of what my mic looks like and where it looks like tucked at. So my mic looks something similar to this. It's going to be hard for y'all to see. It's literally just tucked up in there. I'm trying to pull it out too much because this is a pain in the butt to wire in there. But it's literally just the mic right here. That black kind of absent spot you see that's like right here. That's windscreen, and then it's wired in through my helmet and hangs down. So if you did not know, I just seamed it in right there. So wanted to get that for you so y'all had like a kind of idea of how I put the Apple headphone mic in here. So just for that, back to what we were doing. Is pretty simple actually, and it's a fix that most of you guys can probably do on an almost nothing budget. And I think the only thing I paid for was, I think I paid $24 for the actual paid version of the MyCap, which is not actually through GoPro, but is through another company. I'm not sure of the name, but it works with your GoPro. So in other words, what this app does is it mixes your audio from your microphone and your video from your GoPro and mixes it together. And the great part about this is that it actually records at the same time. So it allows this syncing up to be an easier process. So what I've got for you today is kind of a little idea of how to set this up so that you can get your audio to sound like that, and so it'll be a little bit better. So what I've got right now, and I'll pull it out of my helmet here in a little bit because I actually have it wired in currently, so my mic is actually wired in my helmet. What I've got for you today is pretty simple, and it is a regular pair of Apple headphones. So earlier I mentioned using the MyCap. This is the mic that you're going to be using. So this is a regular pair of Apple headphones. come with any Apple headphone or any Apple phone. Any Apple product usually comes with these. So now here's the thing. So you might be thinking, oh man, Willie, these headphones is not going to make a good mic. Well, you just heard my quality of the sound, and that is what I have. And depending upon where the mic is going to be dependent upon what kind of sound you're going to get. Like, I think I had it in the front of my helmet at one point, and it was really loud. And then I put it in my cheek, and it was a little bit more subtle, and you could hear the bike a little bit better. So it depends on where you put the mic. Now, these headphones, they actually kind of suck. Everyone knows this, that Apple headphones kind of suck, but they actually make a decent mic. So things that you're going to need to make this, and I'm not going to walk you through this completely because I already have a mic made and I don't really need to cut these up. I might pull it out later and let you see that just to give a good example. So what you're going to need, you need a pair of Apple headphones, a pair of clippers to clip. You're going to need some tape. Any kind of tape will do, but if you have electrical tape, which I don't have any at the moment, so I just used regular Scotch tape, works. But if you're going to use regular Scotch tape, now I'm going to say if you use regular Scotch tape, use shrink wrap. Shrink wrap doesn't really work with these headphones because it actually melts them way too fast. So another product that you can use to waterproof them and make them better on when you're sealing is a hot glue gun. So if you have a hot glue gun, some wire snips or any kind of snips, the Apple headphones and some tape, you're pretty much set. So what you're going to do is you're literally going to pull out your headphones. You're going to find the mic side. Now make sure this is the mic side. And now what you want to do is you want to cut somewhere up here on the cable, like where the earbud is. So you want to cut this. But you want to snip a little bit off so you have a little bit of length so you can actually tuck it up in there, and you're also not pulling these wires that are in the mic out and destroying them, because the whole purpose of this is you want the mic. So clip that. You're going to tape it up. If you want some hot glue on there to weather it and waterproof it, I go ahead and suggest that. Highly suggest that. Then on the other side, you're going to find where it splits in two and make sure that you have the left earbud. Now, if you want to just like cut straight the left earbud and get left with this long piece of cord, that's fine. I clipped mine way down here at the bottom. And what I did, once I clipped this, I simply did the same thing I did with the front. I taped it up, put a little bit of hot glue on it, and it weathered it pretty well. Now, once you're done with that, you can get a little piece of foam, or if your wife has any makeup sponges, I've seen cotton, I've seen what they call a dead mouse or a dead cat, is what I think it's called. It's like a little fluffy ball. I've seen plenty of different ways of doing it. Cotton balls. I think somebody did some cotton balls and like some tape on one time, or some craft fur works pretty good. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap it around your mic, wrap it around this piece so that it kind of blocks the wind resistance a bit in your helmet, and when you put it up. Now, downfall to this whole Apple headphone thing is you do end up with a cord hanging out your helmet. And yes, that sounds bad, a cord hanging out your helmet. But if you do it right and you cut it with enough length, you're left with enough room that you can actually move your head and turn your head, and you'll have full movement. And you'll still be able to plug it up to your phone and actually use the mic app and get the recording and editing that you want. So my suggestion is definitely get some better tape than this stuff, because this stuff just kind of rubs off a little bit. Definitely get a pair of headphones. It's pretty cheap. I'm sure each and every one of you have a pair laying around. Cut it, clip it, put it in there, and just try it out. Because to be honest with you, I have a GoPro Silver and I think a Hero 5. I think I've already stated this. And it doesn't really work, and it doesn't take external mics. So finding that perfect mic is a bit of an issue, especially when you can't use Bluetooth headsets. You can't really use any other microphone because it doesn't plug into the camera. So then that's where the MyCap comes into play, like I said, and the MyCap MYK, I'll put a link in here. It really helps. Now, you probably are going to want to go ahead and pay for the full subscription, because if you don't, you're going to end up with watermarks, and no one likes watermarks. So you definitely want to probably pay for the full subscription. I think it's like $24.99, so it comes out to like $25. And it seems kind of rough at first when you start playing with it. And I mean, honestly, it's pretty simple. I've been using it for a little bit now, and I put my helmet on, I make sure my camera's up, I hit go on the mic app, I put my phone in my pocket, and I can ride, I can talk, I can moto vlog while I'm going down the road. And it allows me to actually save and download that file like right as soon as I get off the bike. As long as my GoPro's still on and with me, it allows me to save and download right then. So if I did a whole 30-minute ride, I can download it right then and there, or I can just pause it and wait for later. But you can download it right then and then just send it and share it to your cloud, and then it's automatically on your computer. So, I mean, it's not a downfall. I mean, it is a downfall that you have a cord. I mean, a lot of motovloggers like to go around, but that's another thing with the motovloggers. You're always going to have a bunch of cords hanging out your helmet. I mean, you can try and be neat with it, and I've seen a lot of people that are neat with it, but it's always the thing is you're going to have like a bunch of stuff just all plastered all over your helmet, whether it's GoPro, like a battery pack, or you're going to have your Sena or Cardo, or maybe you do have wires like I've got hanging out the back. It is what it is. So I just wanted to offer y'all a very cheap offer, or a cheap way of making and using these Apple headphones. Like I said, Apple headphones, they work really great, and using them as a mic for your motovlog. Now, if this helped any, I mean, come down, comment below, see what you can do. And like I said before, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to put in a few more if you want to see, like, here's another audio test right here. Of course, you know, when you're doing like moto vlogs, like people just look at you crazy because they're like, oh man, what is this dude doing? He's talking with his hands, he's moving his head, he's talking to himself. I mean, really, I am talking to myself, but I'm also not talking to myself because I'm talking to an audience, which is you guys. And I hope y'all are out there watching. I mean, I hope you're out there watching, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe on this video of whatever I'm doing. And I mean, it's proof that it works. So like, share, comment, subscribe. B.A. Willie signing out. Deuce.